I want to play some music so bad. But then I'm going to get copyrighted. All right. All right. Holy Spirit, angel guys, what do we have? Like we're butterfly going. BBGG. Wait, no. BBGG. I gotta get used to it, y'all. It's a tongue twister at first, but I really love that. It's really not. BBGG. BBGG. I just gotta get confident saying it, but I love it. I love it. Thank you, Tim. Hi, Martian. How you doing? Thank you for hitting that like button. If at any time these readings resonate with you guys, please help me out by hitting that like button. Thank you. All right, what do we have? Holy Spirit angel guys. What do we have? You're the first one today. We got look at the bigger picture. Ooh, that came out earlier. We got your commitment is being tested. What else? A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh. I love that for y'all. We have believe in the impossible. Communication is key. A time for healing. Okay, so this sounds about right because collectively there's been like the message today. I don't know if did it get uploaded? I think it did. The message today, what Spirit wanted you guys to focus on was ego, right? Ego being triggered on both sides, being patient. So I feel like it still has to do with this reading. Because if there's a new romantic cycle, it could be with a new person completely or a past person. All right. What else? Holy Spirit angel guides. What else do we have? A blue butterfly. Oh, you caught the end? Well, you was first here. See? Endings always create new beginnings. That's a prime example right there. All right, Holy Spirit angel guides, tell us about this energy. What's the energy? Hey, Kivanti. Girl, you made it quick over here. What's the energy of this reading? This might be your reading. We got a new cycle. We got a new romantic cycle begins. No, we just started. We just started. Literally. We just pulled some oracles. So we had look at the bigger picture. We had your commitment is being tested. We have believe in the impossible. Communication is key. A time for healing. And a new romantic cycle begins. So you guys, remember, are we past, present, future? So if it resonates with you, it's going to be on one of those timelines. Take the lessons, look at what you can learn, be prepared. All right, what do we have, Holy Spirit angel guys? And it doesn't matter what energy you're in. You could be the feminine energy or the masculine energy. We got the Hierophant, we have Knight of Wands, and we have Eight of Cups. Okay, I like this. So this is a new cycle. The reason why this is a new cycle is because this last cycle was teaching someone how to really go deep within themselves, right? It feels like more emotional stability. So sometimes it's like when we feel a way about something and we have to look at it, why we feel that way, and then make changes according to that. Like either my expectations are too high, or I didn't see something clearly, or in truth it's like this really hurted. This is why I responded this way, right? So it's that energy. It's like a lot. I mean, this past cycle was pretty emotional. I think it was emotional for the collective. So that's what the moon is representing to me, which is Cancer energy. Some people see it as Pisces, but I take the moon as Cancer energy. And it's like these emotions was reflecting their negative mind and their positive mind, right? There was a back and forth. And then it feels like someone had to pause. So it's like, you know, when we go in our mind and it's like we're battling with something, trying to figure out like how we really feel about it or what we should do. And then it's like you're going back and forth between thinking negatively about it and then thinking positively about it. Like, what did this person mean when they said that? And then your mind go negative. Oh, they were playing with me. Da-da-da. And then it's like a little time go by and then it's like, wait, maybe they weren't. Maybe that was just a trauma response from me. Da-da-da. It's like that type of energy. And then you come to a conclusion that, you know what, I was tripping a little bit. I could have said that differently. My feelings are valid, but maybe I was being too hard about the situation. It's that type of energy. But someone's walking into a more happier time, right? Very positive, very uplifting, very exciting, because it's spiritual growth. So that time period was for spiritual growth. And it's like, if somebody was angry, if somebody was fired up about something, they're just letting it go because they want happier times. They don't want to fight. They don't want to be mad. They don't want to really pull on their shadow. They want to be more balanced. They want to, you know, it's like the, if they're not aligning themselves to the truth, then they're fighting against the truth, if that makes sense. So it's like whatever this person was battling, they finally came to a conclusion like, this is what I want. So this is what I need to, let me stay positive about it, or let me fight for it in a way, right? Or let me say how I feel. It's good energy. I like it. I like it. I love it. Yeah, last cycle sucked. It sucked for everybody. That was a crybaby cycle, because my goodness, like, do y'all feel different? Do y'all feel like y'all more excited again? I don't know. I feel like I haven't felt excited in a long time. Like not a real excitement. It felt artificial. I don't know how you can feel artificial excitement. Well, I guess you can. It's that feeling of like, it just is what it is, versus like you're not sad about it or you're not happy about it. You get me? Like, you have no feelings. It's just like, well, I'm not depressed. I'm just doing what I gotta do. But then it's kind of like that survival mode. You're just operating, right? That's how I feel like I was feeling. But now I can genuinely say, like, I'm excited. Like it feels like a new chapter. It feels like a new cycle. It feels like we had an artificial excitement to get through the cycle. Like, I'm gonna be positive, but this shit sucks. Yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah. What else? If you guys are in that energy still, it's gonna change. Just keep going forward. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Fool. See, that's the fighting. So this person had to fight. It's like, I gotta fight for what I want. Even my happiness, right? I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that made me happy these days is money. Okay? Money. And it's not even like a shallow thing, because people act like money is the devil. Money is not the devil. It's how people use money and worship it. Like, but money is security. That's how we live. Like, money can buy you freedom. It does not make you happy. You should be happy without the money. But it can add to your peace. You get me? Like, so it's like, if you're in a cycle where you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay bills, how you're going to get by, how you're going to take care of the car note, all of those things piling up on you, it's kind of hard to be happy. You'll have more of a even if you're not being depressed about it, you are gonna have like a it is what it is kind of energy towards it, because it's just like shit is not going well. But see, that it is what it is mentality sometimes is needed, because you can't force something either. Like, you're doing the best you can. You can find joy, but happiness is like, you just wake up excited because you feel good, right? So whatever this is, this person had to fight for it. That's the conclusion that they had to come to, is I gotta fight for this. After they went through this time period of this emotional cleansing. And you know, when you, with the full energy, that's like a blind leap of faith. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what's gonna happen, but you just know you gotta do it. And it's that thing that keeps bothering you. Like, if I don't do it, I might regret it. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't really know what direction I need to go. But it's like, see, we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this could have been a feminine energy. But like I said, it don't matter if you're male or female. Feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. It could be your own feminine energy. But a Queen of Cups, she's been coming out a lot too. Representing the heart space, the emotions, right? And again, with that moon, it's like she really had to get clear on her feelings about something and just take that leap of faith that, you know what, I feel drawn to it, I feel called to it, let me trust it. And see, that's the thing, it's like sometimes we don't understand why we're being drawn to something, but we do have to follow that. You get me? Because that spirit is like talking to you, but spirit is not going to force anybody. Spirit is like aligning you to it, right? And it's like you just have to trust it and just allow it to be after that point. So for example, it's like if you have to ask somebody a question, right? Let's say you need to talk to your friend, and it's like it's on your heart to ask them something. It might be confrontational. You might not know how they're gonna feel about it, but it's like you feel pulled to do it. If you don't do it, it kind of sits on you, and then you finally say it, and then you feel that I didn't know what was gonna happen, if they were gonna blow up, we was gonna fight, we wasn't gonna be cool no more, but I had to say it, right? And then it's like you say it, and everything is cool, everything is okay. Or it could go the other way. It's not okay. But either way, it's like it still had to be done. Now, another example, romantic connections. We always feel in the pull between people that we're dealing with, but sometimes you just feel a specific pull, like one of us got to do it. Sometimes it's you. Just do it. Right? Don't worry about what's going to happen next. Just follow your heart. So it's like less worry about the outcome and more living in the present moment and just going. So I feel like that's what that last cycle was about. It was a emotional wreck so that you can get clarity and like get clear on what you want. Like, it's about you. If you want to do it, do it. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Don't wait for the opportunity to present itself. Just do it, right? Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, Strength. I told y'all. It's like sometimes what could create a lot of stress is trying to figure it out. Which way should I go? How should I go about it? How can I stop planning it? Stop planning everything. Don't plan all your moves. Virgo energy. Don't plan all your moves. Just let it be. I mean, sometimes it's like there's certain things you do have to plan, right? Like if you're trying to step into a career path, you can't just like go into that thinking you're gonna get the job. You got to plan that out. Like, am I even qualified? What do I need to do? Maybe I need to study this area a little bit more. But certain things, it's like you just gotta let it flow. If your heart feels pulled to it, just do it. Sometimes that looks like let's say you're trying to sign up for a college class, and it's like, maybe in the past you messed up your financial aid. So you assume like, damn, if I sign up for financial aid, I won't get the help. And you're just assuming like, I'm gonna have to work really hard to pay off these classes, but I want to take these classes because I want to go down this path. But then something tells you like, just go do it. Just go sign up for it. So you wait in that long hour line, you go sign up for it, and you realize that whatever happened years ago, they cleared it out the system. You approved for the financial aid. You don't gotta go do all that extra work. Now you could go take them classes. That's one big stress off of your shoulder. But if you were sitting there battling with your mind, like, oh, I don't know, trying to plan it, like, then it's like you set yourself up for failure sometimes, because it don't always happen that way. Like, you being pulled for a reason. It's not for no reason. And then a part of that is your intuition as well, because Queen of Cups, she has a very strong intuition. The moon is intuitive energy as well, so that's deep emotions, deep intuition. It's the emotions and intuition mixed together, and I guess sometimes that can be confusing. Kivati. And sometimes that could be confusing, because it's like, which one is my emotions and which one is my intuition? But again, spirit, if you keep feeling pulled to it, it's most likely your intuition, right? And it's like, it's your intuition, but it's also that the magnetic pull, because the universe is in control. So the universe is like guiding you. And then your mind can stop you from doing it because you're scared of the outcome. So it's like, be less fearful and just go with it. Sometimes when we be in places and we just know we shouldn't be there, we know we shouldn't go. You don't know why, listen to that shit, y'all. That shit don't never be wrong, okay? I got so good at listening to my intuition. And it's like, it's something recently that happened in my life where it was going on for a year, and all the evidence was there from the very beginning. And I saw it, but I was like, nah. I hate like when I see something to believe it, because it's like, I never want to be that person that's like, I'm never wrong. I always give myself room to be wrong. And I think we should. But it's like, I saw it. And then one day, they did something where they did something wrong, and I was trying to fix it for them. But they were around other people, and they tried to throw me under the bus for their mistake. Their mistake. And I was just trying to fix it. I didn't need to be there. You get me? But I was there to help. And when I saw that, I noted that. I was like, And then another time, I realized, like, I'm not taken care of. Like, you get what I'm saying? I can't say too much, but like, if I can't trust you in my life, I can't be loose around you. And if I can't be loose around you, that already tells me something. Like I need to be able to trust you 100% that I'm gonna be taken care of. You get me? So put that 2 thing there, then I was just like, but on the surface, it's just so much love. You get me? So much. So I kept my distance, but I never forgot what I noted. And then time really just revealed it. Like, it was what you thought it was. It was what you thought it was. And it was the moment that my success started to show more. And then I felt the presence even heavier. Like, when you just start feeling it, like, it's like you feel like someone is watching you like a hawk. Like, you get like their claws is in your back. But it's envy. It's not real, but on the surface, it's like you can't really say nothing because they not showing that, but you know what you see, you know what you feel. But I don't even play with that no more. I'm like, nah, because there's people that I feel like we good, and there's people that I feel like, no, and I always be right. Always be right. So I've learned it's not about who I'm befriending, like, or how I befriend them. It's the energies. You know, because it's like we tell ourselves, like my thing is always like, there's no separation between me and my subscribers. If someone wants to get close to me, like, and they seem cool, I'll give them a chance. But that don't always work out well. Right? Because it turns into, like, they can't handle my energy. Like, I'm a teacher. So the benefits of having me as a friend is I'm going to tell you the real, but I'm going to also be supportive of your choices. But I can't not tell you the real. Like, you don't have to take it, but that's just who I am. So if you can't accept me like that, you're going to be pissed off, or you're going to, now it's, I'm a know-it-all. Now I'm, like, no, you change how you're looking at me now because you don't like that I'm right. You get me? So when you have them bad experiences and you get traumatized, I had reason to be because I dealt with a lot of that. But then you also find people that's like, no, they accept you as you are. They can handle who you are and your energy, and they appreciate it. So I know the difference. It's not about how I meet people, it's the person. And I be knowing it from the moment, from before I let them in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I be knowing pre-hand. So it took time for me to really, like, trust myself that I know. And I feel like that's the energy here. It's this emotional awakening of, like, when you're being pulled towards something, just trust it. If you're being pulled away from something, also trust that, because you have your time where you're pulled away from it, and you have your time where you're pulled towards it. But this is what that season was about. That's what that cycle was about. Shoot, that probably was for me too. I think maybe that was the moment. I think that's my last cycle, attracting those energies. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's my helpful nature. We really get taken advantage of, bro. Like, even if we see the shit, it's just like, it's just hard not to be helpful when you're helpful. You want people to win, but sometimes people just want to use your damn energy. People just want to climb on your back to get to the next level because they see something on you that they don't have. And then the thing is that they feel entitled to it. Like, oh, now you winning, that means I'm supposed to get some of that too. What? You get me? And then you might want to give them some if you too sweet, if you too kind. But no. Anyways, y'all get it. Y'all get it. I'll be having to talk in code, but y'all that get it. Hey, honey girl. Thank you. This is my bad girl necklace. I'm just like, I'm good, Shelly. Oh, I love Libras. We ain't even got to the tea yet, Vonti. Hi, Chi. Chi just be on here like gassing me up with his hearts. Thank you, honey girl. Hi, Monique. Too juicy. This ain't even the juicy part, Kiovanti. It's just telling you, like, this is the shadow work part. But I like that you find the shadow work juicy. That should be so funny. You be like juicy to everything. But anyway, yeah, because sometimes trying to make every step in the moment count, it's like, that's the thing where it starts to stress you out, right? When you're trying to figure out every step. Take away the unnecessary stress. Whatever is going to happen is going to be happening. You can't control it. So let it go. And again, it's the battle between the light and the dark. I mean, the light and the dark, right? Shadow, light. She's half lion. She's half human. So it's that duality again, where it's like, you have your natural instincts. That's what it's about. There we go. We see it in animals. right? Animals always trust their natural instinct. They don't know why they do stuff, they just do it. They're not thinking so hard about it. And when you're not trusting your natural instincts, you're leaning too much on your understanding, it stresses you out. And then it makes you feel stuck. And then it makes you go through the motions. And it's this dark cloud over your mind. And it's like, no. And then I think it's also just learning how to be brave. Don't be afraid of failure. Even if it leads to failure, at least you tried. At least you you were willing. At least you found out. You get me? So it's like even in that, that's the lesson. Spirit is teaching you, like, don't hold on to outcomes. Don't attach to how it's going to play out. Just follow where you're being guided. Trust yourself a little bit more. Stop being fearful. Don't, even if you get rejected, go for it. Go for it, because it's going to take you somewhere. And it's going to take you where you're meant to go, right? So it's like that, step out your comfort zone, step out the box. This could be in anything, you guys. This, because y'all know I said it's all connected. Your love life, your career, how you feel, it's all connected. So if this is not about love, this is about your career. There's some things that might make you feel uncomfortable. Like I tell you, I still get nervous doing personals, but I'm getting more and more confident to where it'll get, like, I ain't gonna cap. The reason why, girl, sit over here. I ain't gonna cap. It's like sometimes I meditate for like 40 minutes before I do a personal. That's why it's like that, because it's like I take it seriously. It's like I literally sit there and meditate. That's a long fucking time to meditate, right? But I need to have this practice that, like, my energy, so I have to get my nerves out, like, because I have this thing in my mind that's like, I don't want to lead nobody the wrong way. I don't want nobody to interpret the message the wrong way. Like, so then I have to think about how I'm delivering the messages. I'm careful of what I'm saying. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. So then it's like sometimes I'll get scared and I'm like questioning my intuition. You get me? Because then I'm already saying, like, what if I get it wrong? What if I get it wrong? But then I have to remind myself in the moment, like, it's the same thing that I do when I'm doing collectives. I'm just doing it personal. And it's going to already come out good because my intentions are good. I can't always control how someone's going to receive something. All I could say is where I'm coming from. You get me? But they're the ones that are going to have to take it the way that they take it. So, and I always offer at the end 3 questions, right? If they're confused about something that I said, for clarification. So it's like I've built a good what is that word? A good connection on, like, how to communicate with my clients. So now it's like I just need to practice being more confident in it. But the reason I told you guys that is because when I remind myself, like, I already know what I'm doing, I need to just be more braver about it and let go of the fear, then that it turns off. It's like all of a sudden I'm confident again. Right? Because all I have to do is tell myself, like, girl, you got this. Like, you've never gotten a bad review. So just keep doing this. This person's gonna feel that way too. Like, just keep doing what you've been doing. You get me? And if anything, people always come back and tell me that the stuff has played out. So it's always encouraging. It's always uplifting. So then it's like, okay, you know, even people that were scared to get a reading their first time, it's like they're not scared anymore because I made that safe space for them. So I'm not saying I'm not going to spend 40 minutes again meditating on a reading, but I'm working on it. But eventually one day I'm going to get good where it's like, it'll just take me 5 minutes, right? Because then I have to do my practice, my incense, my cleansing, and just getting centered. Boom, that take 5 minutes. everything is already dead. It's a practice. So it's that energy. And we got the Empress. So she's becoming the Empress. She's giving life to something new. Her happiness. Okay, now here we go. We got King of Swords. We got King of Wands. Hold on. We got the Sun. So happiness is coming into her life. We have the Eight of Pentacles. King of Swords. King of Wands. Page of Cups. Three of Pentacles. But see, I think she got two people to choose from. It could be a fire sign. And it could be an air sign. Because we got a King of Swords and we got a King of Wands. I hope this ain't my reading. But it don't have to be. It could also be just somebody who has that planner type of energy to them and somebody who's creative, right? But she got these two different choices because we got the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. This is about the one that fits for her and who she would like to work with, who she would like to build a partnership with. And now, if you are male, just take that as it resonates because it could be two feminines that you feel this way about, or could be that potential, right? That air energy and that fire energy. But why are they coming out? We got the High Priestess. We got Temperance. Damn. It's her time. So they're coming out because... Okay, now I get it. All right. So for some, she's having to get clear on her emotions because in the future, right? For those that haven't gotten there yet, in the future, she's going to have a choice between them. And if I've told you guys this in your readings, this is what it looks like, right? But in the future, she's going to have a choice between them because both of those masculines will come back at a point where they've grown, they've matured. And it's like they've done that work in silence. But intuitively, she always knew that she would have a choice to make. And Spirit wanted her to really get clear on her emotions in like learning her intuition, learning her emotional needs, right? So it's like sometimes when there's a trigger, our initial reaction might be a response from pain. Like that really hurted my feelings. And then you can withdraw yourself and go into this shell. But then later on, you see it differently. Like maybe me bawling away also made that person feel like they couldn't. What is that? Is that a tree leaf? Is that what it's called? It's jumping. But my window is like cracked open. So it's like I have tape in this little clear thing. So it's like it comes, some bugs and stuff be coming in. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Damn, I cut myself off. Y'all ever do that? You just be cutting yourself off. But it's like, yeah. She had to get clear on herself, like how she responds to things sometimes too. She had to grow emotionally as well, like emotional maturity. There we go. It was about emotional maturity. Like, yeah, something might hurt your feelings, but look at the bigger picture. That's the message we keep getting. Look at the bigger picture. Your feelings hurt, but is it enough for you to walk away from this person? Yeah, they made you mad, and you do have the right to feel those emotions, but you also have to have emotional control. Acknowledge it. Damn, this hurts. So what's next? Maybe you want to talk to them instead of running away from them, walking away and saying, fuck this person, they ain't shit, they don't, I've done it. Kivanti Avanti, no, right? And then it's like you turn around and it's like all you needed was just a couple of days because it's like your perspective changing. It's like, you know what? I really don't want to walk away. I'm really just mad that it's not going my way. So it's like you're having a pouty pity party. Like, it's not going how I want to. So that's why I'm upset. And I wish that they were like this. But then if you bring that conversation up, or you tell that person how you feel, they might apologize, or they might look at you differently because they didn't know that they were making you feel like that, because they're looking at it completely different. So that matters too. Now, after you have that conversation and they don't acknowledge your emotions, then you have the right to completely walk away. That that's reasonable. It's like you don't care. You get me? But if they're willing to make amends and try to work on it, then it's worth them staying. So that's just how love is. Like, it's not perfect. And sometimes the up and down emotional roller coaster is what brings you closer together, because then you see, not in a toxic way, this is where the confusion come in. That's how toxic people love. They need you to constantly be toxic, because to them that proves that you love them. But if you're really healing, you're not gonna like that. It's like, you playing with me. But it's different when you have a problem and you realize, like, you kind of sucked in the way you handle it too. It's both of y'all. It makes you closer, because it's like, I'm choosing you. Like, I don't want to hurt you. I want to have good energy between us. I just want you to be more open to me. So then when that understanding is there, that like, oh, the person running away feeling like you're going to get too attached to them, and they don't want to hurt you or give you false promises, then they understand, like, oh, you at least want a friendship out of me. So you're not rushing me to be in a relationship. You just want to get to know me. Okay, now I understand. It's both, right? And then now they're in a new cycle together. That's how the cycles open up and close. But it's supposed to be progress, even if it's a little bit of progress. So she had to learn that. She had to get clear on that. Work on herself, work on her own happiness. So it's like she had to make herself feel all those things, write that down, feel all those things that she wanted from something else, someone else. You get me? She had to make her own peace. Because it is peaceful when nothing controls your outcome, like, or your will or your desire. So it's like, even if you're afraid to take a risk, but you become less and less afraid, you start to take those risks, and it has nothing to do with, like, the risk itself. You get me? It's just like, well, I want to do it, so that's all that matters. I want to call this person and I want to check in on them because I've been thinking about them. Yeah, they might be the last person that is supposed to call me back, but I really miss them. It's okay to admit that. Sometimes we don't want to admit that because it's like, no, they should call me. They should reach out. Holding on to him. I got to eat my words too. But you get me? It's like, we don't want to say that. We don't want to. Our pride and ego can, damn, spirit, ooh, check me while I'm reading. Because that's what the reading's been all about, right? The damn pride and ego. And I just realized that, like, I have some in my situation because that's me right now. Anyways, but it's like our pride and ego of, like, that person is supposed to reach out. You get me? But it's like, and it's not even that they're probably waiting for you to call. It's that they probably think that they did something wrong. And they're like, I'm scared to reach out. I fucked up. You get me? So now they don't know how to talk to you. So we don't think from that perspective too. We're like, nope. They're the ones that ran away again. But like I said, be careful with that, because you ain't got to give that to everybody. Take these readings and take notes, but use it wisely with the energies you're dealing with, right? It's just a perspective to open up to, that, like, everything isn't always what it looks like on the surface, or, but if you feel called to do it, it's really your intuition. My intuition ain't telling me to reach out. It's not. So I'm gonna be stubborn right there. But if it does, I will, right? And that's how I typically operate. If my intuition tell me to do it, I'm gonna do it. But I've also gotten into a place where it's like I was telling Kiavanti, I always see my counterpart's name, either when he's about to reach out or when I start to feel that pull towards him again. I didn't have that with my twin flame. I always saw his birthday. That's how I know those two. I know who those two are to me. I know who my shadow twin is, and I know who my counterpart is, because I always see my counterpart name, the nickname and the full name. And then I always see my twin flame birthday. Nobody else. Because I've met my shadow twin and I've met my counterpart, right? And it's like and even in that, from my experience, over time, you realize that person is your final counterpart, because it's like it goes from, there's the pull, there's the interest, right? But then the separation, you don't always see it instantly. Sometimes you think, I'm supposed to date other people. I'm going to go date other people. I ain't waiting for nobody. So you start doing that. And then you end up being drawn right back to that person, not out of boredom, not out of codependency, but just because you have a different realization about them, especially as you start meeting other people energies. And it's like, but that one person still stick out to me. If they would just get their shit together, we could work well together, because they're actually the type of person that I want. And the more I date other people, the more I see that. And they could be going through the same thing, right? Because it's alignment. Sometimes you need to see that. You need to experience other energies to realize the energy you truly, really want. That's what this energy is about. And when I was with my shadow twin was the only person that I wanted, right? Like, but I'll say it like this. My counterpart is what me and my shadow twin talked about. You get it? Like, the dream I had with my shadow twin was what my counterpart is. And that's what this energy looks like. It's the twin flame and the counterpart. And it's like, that's the choice that's coming up, is that you could have the life that you dreamt with the shadow twin, or you can have that new beginning with that new counterpart that's already like, you get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, we haven't got into it yet because I was sharing that with y'all, but I feel like that's the energy of the reading, where it's gonna go. So even though I was trying to do 30 minutes, it don't look like we're gonna be here for 30 minutes. But it's like, but can y'all see the lessons in the journey? It's like, when you really understand yourself, then you understand what it is that you really, really want. So even if you separate, even if you date other people, you eventually come back together. And that's when the choice is made, when you're fully ready, you're 100% whole in yourself, and you've seen what you've needed to see, because the universe is giving you the experiences so that you can pick what you actually really want. Right? And so that the connection can be very, very balanced. But yeah, going back to the counterpart, because I don't feel like I said my thought, is that like, even when you open up in different cycles, it's different each time. So each time it's getting closer and closer with more vulnerability, right? It's more intimacy. It's just slow. It's not hurtful. I would say it's annoying. Like, that's why I like tell my counterpart, right? I have him saved under headache because he's annoying, but I don't like hate him, if that makes sense. And the annoyance just come from two different ways of communicating. He doesn't communicate. I like communication, but he has his reason why he don't communicate, right? It's because he's trying to avoid connecting. Not because he's trying to what's that word? Like, hold power over me in the situation, but because he knows himself. You get me? I don't know him, but he knows himself. And he has his reasons why he don't, but he still makes his presence known. Like, he can feel my energy and read my energy enough to know when he's running out of time. But it's like I feel that he's working up something. You just have that telepathy, you just have that knowing, and it's like he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to give off. He doesn't want to give it away. Right? It's like if someone's trying to propose to you and you're constantly like trying to figure out what they're doing, and they're kind of like, just trust me. That's all they're telling you, is just trust me. They're not giving you anything else, so it doesn't really soothe you, but you still want to figure it out. But then it's like they're keeping it distance, they're themselves distance, but not too distance from you to where you feel like you're really separated. So it's like you're not even really separated. It's just they're just trying to do what they're trying to do. But it's a good thing. And they just want to be able to do that good thing, right? I ain't saying he about to propose. That's not what I'm saying. But that's the analogy that I'm trying to give y'all. Like you just know the difference. You know the difference. And me giving you guys, sometimes I have to give y'all examples of my own life to put it together in how you can see why spirit is allowing certain things to happen, or why you go through different stages, because you really got to do that emotional work. They do too, right? So it's not just you on their end, they're doing it too. And in reality, at the end, it's actually a beautiful thing. The more I argue with men on Instagram, I mean, not Instagram, TikTok, it's become fun now, you guys. Like, these men be attacking me because I'm just a strong woman, and it makes me realize, like, I really do want a provider. I really do want a masculine who knows what he wants, that won't waste my time, that don't want my energy because I'm strong, but he actually wants to take care of that strong woman. I have so much more respect for a man like that than the men who are complaining that a woman wants her man to take care of her. And the thing is, like, we've been conditioned to feel like that, because their whole argument is like, let's stop the gender roles, right? But then it don't make sense, because you want a soft feminine, but you want her to be masculine and doing all these heavy duty things too, but want her soft energy. And you think it's a problem being a provider. You think it's a problem taking off the masculine energy off of her. So it don't really make sense, but it's like it's ego. It's ego. So if a man would prefer to have everything together because he finds a woman worthy of providing for, that's actually a beautiful thing. You get me? So it makes it more like, you know what? The relationship I thought I really wanted to hurry up and have, let me sit back and let that man offer me what he trying to build for us. Because this has shown me I don't want somebody that I want to build with, because that's the mindset that they come with. They're attacking you like, ew. And then when you know how much effort you put in yourself and the type of woman you are, like, men love attractive things, so they want women that look good, that take care of themselves. But it's like, but you don't want to provide the space for her to do it. And you're quick to call us gold diggers, that we just want stability, a stable man. We'll take care of ourselves. We'll look good for you. We'll cook, we'll clean, we'll do all of those things. And not because you're buying us, but because we love you and we respect you. It's like they don't get that. It's all out the window. Anyways, it's made me appreciate the man that is building it up. Go ahead and build it. I'll wait. I'll wait. Yes, ego. Exactly. I love that, honey girl. They want to knock us down to their level instead of work us up to theirs. Yep. All right, so back to the reading. I mean, this was a part of the reading, but y'all know what I mean. So Temperance, the Lover, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Balance. She had to balance out in love so she could make the right choice for herself. No self-deception, right? Because Seven of Swords is also about self-deception. Like, don't deceive yourself about why you're investing in the connection. I've learned that I want to be practical and I want to be like emotional. So that means that I want a spiritual connection and I want a worldly connection. So I do care about status. Like, the world is status, you get me? But I'm doing that work in myself. So if I want a classy, like, I don't even care about, like, well, I do care. I guess I do care about wealth because I know that I'm going to be wealthy. Like, I'm already working on it. But it's like, and it's not for show. It's just the class of where I want to reach in my lifetime, because Earth is still here to enjoy. That's what makes this journey fun. Like, people don't understand. Well, let me stop, because people don't understand, because people ain't teaching it like me. So that's why I'm thankful for me, right? But that's how I've always seen this journey. It's about class. There's people that grow to a certain place in their spiritual journey and they get stuck there. And there's people that keep excelling, they get to the top. So when you have that spiritual balance and you have that worldly balance, everything is status. You got spiritual status and you have worldly status. I want the best of the best. So my partner should want the best of the best. And that's what the choice comes down to when you have two people. Someone you once dreamed a life with and someone who has been building that life to give you, right? Where does that choice comes from? Because if this person took a very long time to get to the realization that they wanted to build that life, she might have already surpassed them. And she had to build everything on her own. Even if he catches up, because we don't know yet. We still ain't got into these two, we will. But let's say he ain't catched up, or he does catch up, because that would be a surprise too, right? He catches up, he's an emperor, and he's ready to give her that same life. She once had a dream with that person, and this person is coming and changed, and he can meet her energy where she's at. That's a choice right there. And the love was there, but now the love can become reality. And then it's this person where nothing has ever gotten started, right? Whew, it's getting juicy now. Now it's juicy, Kiavanti. It's like, but whatever choice she makes from herself, it'll be from an honest place because of who she's grown into. The choice is hers to invest with no self-deceptions. It's like, I genuinely want to reconnect with this person, build with them, or I've left the past behind and I want this new person. And not just the dream, again, it's about who she became, right? Because in my situation, I always saw myself as a gangster's wife. I ain't lying to y'all. I did. So that was the path. I guess that's my shadow side. In another life, I always saw myself as a classy, wealthy woman, right? But who did I grow into? So it's more of that. It's like, be honest with yourself. Who are you now? Who do you become? Life, when you get to a certain point, life teaches you different. Like, you keep growing, you keep growing. And sometimes for people, it's different. Not saying that they didn't grow past the connection, but somewhere inside they still wanted this life. And maybe they just wanted to experience this life for a moment, but this is where they really wanted to be. So for this feminine, the choice is just going to be hers based off of what reality she wants to live in. Does that make sense? All right, tell me about the King of Swords. Ooh, straight up, Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Damn. He is coming, okay? We got 4 movement, the Chariot. But see, what we got here, hi Keely. What we got here is, look at the Two of Cups. They are such a match. You see how he's holding her hand? They're both holding a cup. This connection is so reciprocating in every way. They both love the same. They both want to love the same. They both match each other's energy. So I feel like he's more of the current version of her, or who she becomes in this storyline. Why is the Chariot here? I feel he's moving towards her in the present, but I also want to see why that Chariot is here. The World. There goes that King of Swords again. Damn, there goes that Queen of Swords. Oh my God. And the Lovers. Oh, the Emperor with the baby. So it's a secret. This is a secret that he held back in the past, right? It's like he always was planning to move towards her, but he's ready now. And when he comes back in, he's going to have this conversation. So that's the energy that the King of Swords is in. He's ready. He's ready to settle down. He's built the empire. All he needs is his Empress to say yes. And he wants to get started on that baby. He chooses her. But remember, she got 2 people coming in. For some, this don't have to be 2 people. This could just be his own energy. He could be a King of Swords energy, but he's coming in as a King of Wands, right? Someone different. Like, because the energy that she knew him in, he was planning. So he didn't show himself, right? He held back. But who he's coming in as is completely different. Someone more passionate, someone with more emotions, someone who she would see a different side of him. He's going to open up, be expressive. But again, this is a secret. That's why he couldn't give her love in the past, because he was very focused. He wanted to win, not just her, but he wanted to win in life. So that's what we have on him. Let's see the King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. All right, the King of Wands is 2 different people. He's hiding too. We got the Moon and we got the 4 of Swords. He's thinking. He's in his head a lot. He's reflecting. It's like reflecting mode. And this is how he feels. 5 of Pentacles. He doesn't feel good. He doesn't feel good enough. It's like he feels really, really bad. He feels like this is karma. Look, you see how he's getting similar cards? But we got the King of Swords, where the King of Swords is like... The King of Swords wasn't trying to hurt her. The King of Swords was trying to finish building that empire, so then he could offer her something. Where the King of Wands, he chose differently in the past. So he's feeling like he's blocked out of her life. He's feeling like she has no more love to give him. And he's feeling, it's not that she's being cold to him, but that's how he feels. Like you know when someone's cold to you and it hurts? That's how he feels. He feels small because she's grown so far from him. And he feels like it's karmic justice. We have justice. We have the Six of Cups because of what he did in the past, right? We got Nine of Swords. This could have been how he made her feel. And damn. And then she's that Queen of Pentacles. So she's gained some sort of stability. But he put her through pain. He left her alone. He left her out in the cold. And here's the thing. He was also moving towards her, right? Just like that King of Swords was. But what he did was he was moving really, really slow. And he was in his ego. He wanted to win too. But he didn't want to win the way that King of Swords wanted to win. That King of Swords just want to make her life good. And he want to make sure that he stands out. She gonna pick me because I have everything to give her, right? Like, but with him, it was his ego. He owed her an apology. And he held back because he wanted to have the power, the upper hand. His perspective was, as long as I don't give her this apology, I have the upper hand. She's going to always be sitting there waiting for it, like a manipulator, right? Because for some people that does work. When you withhold it, they want it more and more and more because they want that validation. But when you become powerful in yourself and you learn to just give yourself closure, you don't care about no apology. And it's going right back to why Spirit had her in that turbulent emotional time, because maybe this is the time period she also had to give herself closure. You know what? If this person don't apologize to me, I gotta move on. I gotta move on. And just accept it for what it is. And then you heal past that. You heal past wanting it. You heal past ever needing them to come back. But he did it from a place of he will withheld because he wanted to have the upper hand. He was supposed to reach out and apologize. He didn't. Now he wants to because he have regrets, right? So that's what he's sitting there thinking about, like, I'm facing karma right now. And now he doesn't have the strength to do it. He's going to have to if he wants to apologize to her. But she makes him happy, but that's the truth. He doesn't have the strength to do it. He's always stressed out thinking about it. And the reason why he's also stressed out is because she carried a lot on her own, right? While he was away. We have Six of Wands, Three of Wands, Eight of Cups. It's real mean. Because look, like y'all could see the story and the energy in the cards. She's sitting there struggling. She had to give herself closure. She had to let go of the situation, just figuring like, this person's not going to apologize. I got to let it go. And he's on his high horse, Six of Wands. And you know what he was doing? He was getting attention from other people. Thank you, William. It was someone else that said it. Thank you, Keely. He was getting attention from other people. That's what he was worried about. So it's real mean, right? It's like they were supposed to build together. They were supposed to move forward with life, but he left her out in the cold. Ugh, I don't like this energy, y'all. It's so freaking mean. Like, if y'all could feel it. But it is sad at the same time. I have empathy for this person. But it was mean-spirited. It was like, he really went after validation. He really went, like, he didn't care about her struggling. And I think the thing is, like, the other thing that's malicious about it is, like, he expected her to still be there when he was ready to come back. It's like he just felt like she wasn't going to go nowhere without him. I'm going to ask why he felt, because he don't feel like that no more. He feels shitty that he treated her like that. He felt like she can't go nowhere without me. Look, that's the Three of Swords. She ain't going to grow. That's the Eight of Cups. She going to be stuck on me. She got too much responsibility. It's like he told himself that only he could save her. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like it because, like, y'all saw the King of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like, I'm only withholding because I'm not ready to give you my emotions, but I'm working on something for us. And then you got this King of Wands that's like, go ahead, do it by yourself, struggle, I'll be back. I want the upper hand, and when I come back, I'll help you. Like, that's crazy. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. It just keep telling the story. She was willing to give him everything. Look, that's all her. She worked hard. She's the giver. She was the one with the money. And she's the hard worker. Emperor. Y'all know what this look like? Ugh. Let me stop. This look like the stay-at-home dad. Like, this masculine had it twisted. His ego was so big. Because it's like he still saw her potential. Even though he was like, she's not going to be able to do it without me. But then there's also the part that was like, she had more than him. And she was more successful than him. Even if she had a lot of burdens, she still had more than him. So it's like, he was going to be sitting off of her wealth, whatever she built. Like, okay, it's like, he felt like unless he motivated her, unless he encouraged her, it's like he felt like she was going to still build, but it wasn't going to take off until he came back and, like, fed her, right? Like unless he fed her and gave her validation, attention, then she would take off. And then he would kind of sit back on what she built. You get me? Like she's taking care of him. Oh, yo. I want to smack him. That's how she felt. Ten of Swords. Look, why she do all the work? That's not love. It'll be different if he was like, you know what, she can make more money. I'll be a stay-at-home dad for a little bit. Take care of the household, take care of everything. It's nothing wrong with that. I've been trying to get people to understand it's not about gender roles. You get me? But people have their preferences. I don't want that type of relationship. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's okay if people do it. But I think that it's just, to me, if you want to be the man and respected like the man, you have to do the man thing. Because if I'm more manly than you, I'm not going to respect you. I'm struggling doing all of this and you just chilling at home. I can't respect you. You're not going to have my soft energy. Like, if I choose to be with you, I'm definitely going to be masculine. You get me? So it's like, it'd be weird to me when men don't understand that. Like, y'all be talking, well, not y'all, but, you know, some be talking about gender roles, and it's like, okay, so if it don't matter to some degree to you, so if I make all this money, I get to buy you because that's how you sounding. You know, then I'm not a feminine. You want a man. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a man. I want to be a soft, dainty flower. Okay? So, this is nasty. I don't like it. He was willing for her to do all that work. And he was just going to relax. And then the crazy thing is, like, feeling like an emperor. How do you feel like an emperor after that? You get me? Like, he want to dictate and be in charge. Mm-mm. Okay, see? Here's the thing. That's how he saw it in the past, that it was going to play out. But his perspective has changed. So now I ain't going to ride him too much. But, it ain't going to be my story. His perspective changed. He looks at things differently. He wants to be different. He wants to take that leap of faith. He want to be a partner. There he go. Let me see first, because I'm also getting another energy. The another energy I'm getting is, it's two ways this can go. He could either, like, this is what he's thinking of now, because remember, he sees her as the Queen of Pentacles. That's his reason to want to come towards her. But I did feel him feeling shitty, so it might be how he felt in the past. But I'm still feeling both energies. We'll see as it plays out, because I just have to say it. I also feel like he feels shitty, but it feels like it's about him. It don't feel like it's because of any real love and respect for her. It's more like I lost that. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you chasing people who don't got nothing going for themselves, and you have somebody who was, and you know that they were really loving to you and they would have taken care of you. Because I feel like she would have gotten with him in the past, and the energy that she was in, she would have taken care of them. They would have definitely been a stay-at-home dad. But that's why Spirit didn't let them cling to her. Because she had to see different. Is that what you really want? You get me? Or you're going to settle because you don't want to do life by yourself and you love this person. Sometimes we do that. We're willing to settle out of love rather than like, is this what I really want? So I feel like Spirit was protecting her. She would have given it to them. She would have been the one working while they stayed at home, probably cheating too. You get me? Because it feels like they're sad about them losing it for themselves. Like, damn. Because you know that narcissistic perspective is very possessive. You're a possession to them. You're not a person. You're like an object. You're something useful. So it's like if you were the best of the best for them and then you accumulated all this wealth, it's like, damn, I should have joined the bandwagon. It's like currency, crypto, whatever they call it, right? When they put down a certain amount of money and then it gets big and then you get that portion of that share. But if you missed it, you didn't get that. It's like someone being like, damn, I didn't get that. I should have put in when I had the time. Like I could have gotten a lot of that. Right? It's like that. It's not a real like investment. It's not a real. But here's the thing. Like they love her. That it's just toxic and it's low down. You get me? Because it's like they do love her, but she's still an object. It's I think y'all get it. Because I know there's some people that feel like, because I remember when I was there, that's why I be careful with y'all. You get me? Because it's like you can hear, well, they love me. You get me? But it's like, yeah, but is that how you want to be loved? Do you want someone that sees you as an object? People take out people all the time that they loved. It don't mean that it's right or it's healthy or it's good love. You get me? But people could only love you to the capacity that they understand. Even people, when they're in the moment where they're taking out their partner, they tell themselves it's out of love. They even take themselves out. But that's your life. How do you feel about love? You get me? Like, once I don't trust you, I don't trust you. Once you ruin that trust, you can never get it back. That's the thing about me being a Pisces. Like, you straight up get the other side. So it's like, you ain't gonna put me in that position, because I be watching them crime documentaries, y'all. Like, it was this crazy ex that wiped out her whole family. That shit was sad. It was like, you could listen to the 911 call. You saw the camera footage, like, from the officer. She's on the phone and she's like, he had his keys on my counter and his clothes on my bed. She's talking to the police. She's like, I don't know where they are. And the police pissed me off because they're trying to make her be calm. Like, her life is in danger. Her whole family was in the house. They're like, where are you? She's like, I'm in the bathroom. And she's like, I don't know what he's doing. And she's like, but I'm scared. And as she's talking to them, she's like, please hurry up, please hurry up. They're asking her a bunch of questions. Please remain calm. Da da da. This nigga starts shooting. This is her ex. He starts shooting. She starts screaming because it's like her family's out there. Nobody knew where he was, but she's like, I know he's in the house. Took out her dad for no reason. Then he goes and finds the sister. More gunshots. She's screaming to the dispatcher like, oh my God, please hurry up, please hurry up. I don't know what's happening. Do you know how crazy that feel in that moment? You're hearing the people around you getting taken out, and then you're locked in the bathroom waiting for your turn. Like, you know, you don't know what's about to happen. She's screaming some more. Then she heard some more gunshots. So he took out her dad, her twin sister, and her brother. Then he comes to the door where she's at in the bathroom. This nigga ran out of bullets. Like, this is real, y'all. AI be having some fake crime stories on here too, but this one was real. They had the footage and everything. And she's screaming, dispatcher still on the phone. Hello, hello. So the police finally get there. And then she's like fighting him, right? And then he runs out. He runs out after her. She gets out the house. The police get there. She runs into the police and she's screaming. She hasn't even seen her family yet. She just knows what happened and she's trying to run for her life. She goes back in the house. She sees them and she's just screaming like, oh my God. And she's blaming herself. She's like, it's my fault. It's my fault. And she's like, I called you guys. Because she already had restraining orders on them. She already been calling them, telling her. Like, he had that at one point and she called about it. And then they let him out. And then his family always bailed him out. So she was never really safe. But it's like, in his mind, he loved her. You get what I'm saying? Like, people really be out here tripping. So if you see something in somebody, don't put yourself in that. If you got a way to get out and stay out. Like, don't go back to that. But, you know, my point of saying that is like, and none of that was her fault. She just met somebody that was crazy and unstable. And that's what an unstable emotional person looks like. We think that shit is cute when they're possessive, but that's abuse. And that abuse turns cold. Like, they don't get what they want because you're a possession to them. How dare you tell them no? You get me? Like, they don't have no empathy for you. So, but they want you. So it's like, I feel like this how this masculine was. Maybe he wouldn't do all of that. Never know. But his ego was so big that it was like he felt like she would never move on from him and he would be able to benefit off of her hard work. There goes the Two of Cups. Now he feels like he lost it. He lost everything. Because now he wants to change the Lovers. We got Temperance, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands. That's him again. Two of Cups. I love when Spirit be on point, y'all. Because y'all seen how when we did the King of Wands, King of Swords, his cards just came out. We did the King of Wands, his cards just came out. Like, that's how you know it really be on point. But anyways, he wants to do that work now with her. But he's reminiscing on the fact that he's lost it. Five of Cups. She's disappointed in him. He's disappointed in him. He's seeing her as his Queen of Swords now. And then the Ten of Cups. Queen of Cups. The Tower. King of Swords. Okay, that's where it gets messy. He's like, damn. Ugh. The way he sees it, these stories be crazy. The way he sees it is, she's a Queen of Swords now. She's a Queen of Cups. Like, you get me? Because she came out as that, but the Queen of Swords is in front of the Queen of Cups. What he knew her as, she learned and she became her. She became somebody who is direct, truthful, strong in her words, in her appearance. She don't play no games. Not an inch of it. So a Queen of Swords could be cold, but it's just that she's not emotional about things, right? It's not that she's cold. She just come off that way. But she knows exactly what she wants. She's not about to let you in. You can't fool her. You can't trick her. Versus when she was this Queen of Cups, she just wanted to offer her love. She just wanted someone to love. But now she's like, she's clear-cut, direct. And he sees her with the King of Swords. Either he sees it because he spies on her and he sees when they get together. We got the Tower and that crumbles his whole world. Or he just knows. Maybe he spies on her and knows that it's somebody else in her life, right? Or that she has to make a choice between him and another. Boom. And this choice matters. Because when she gives, that's who she's building with forever. Okay, so let's see what he's going to do. And then we're going to end it. Because we already saw that the King is... Oh, shoot. I don't know what fell. Maybe I don't need that anymore. I think it was actually there. He saw that the and Black jumped too. He saw that, I don't know, he knows about that King of Swords. That was very clear. It was like he knows she has someone else to choose from. So either, how is this low and this thing was all the way on full? Either he sees her with this King of Swords, right? So by the time he really decides to come forward, she's already taken. Or he's imagining her be with this King of Swords. But that looked like he sees them together. He knows about the King of Swords. Okay, how do he know about the King of Swords? How does the King of Wands know about the King of Swords? Last thing I told him was high five yourself, then block. That is so funny. High five yourself. How do he know she is dealing with a King of Swords? Oh, intuition. Spirit, he's spiritually connected to her, right? Remember I said, yo, with your shadow twin, you can't get away from them. They gonna know. So that gotta hurt. Nine of Wands. And it's crazy because before the Nine of Wands came out, I was like, that gotta hurt. And it came out. It hurts them deeply. It hurts them deeply because they feel it. It's not even like, even if they don't spy on her, they know. They probably have dreams about it. They just know it's her time. You know, it's like when you're, because we've all felt it before, but it's like when you were with an ex, maybe they were your favorite ex, and then they end up with somebody, it hurt for a little bit because it's like, damn, I thought we was going to come back together at some point, or are they really happy like with somebody else than me? You know, so when it's your twin, it hurt a little deeper because it's like, that's your twin and you can't get away from it, and the life y'all was supposed to build. You know, there was real love in the connection. Twin flames love each other, and it's in a very deep, unexplainable way. You can't really explain it because it's like, it don't matter how deep they betrayed you, you still love them. You understand that it's a soul connection. You understand that it was assignment. They had to do that in order for you to grow. But you can't overlook the fact that they betrayed you like that. But you always have that love for them. It's a special love. Even feel protective over them. You get me? You don't want nothing bad to happen to them. Like, you don't want nobody to hurt them or even try to hurt them, even though they hurt you. It's an unconditional love. But unconditional love don't mean tolerance. Unconditional love don't mean abuse it. So it's like, even if you love someone and they change, sometimes their time is just up because this feminine outgrew the energy. It's like they messed it up. They had a time to come back and apologize and fix it, and they chose their ego. They chose to get validation from other people. They left her out in the cold to struggle. They didn't even try to help her. They didn't try to help her build. They didn't try to help her get on her feet in no kind of way. It's like they kind of like that she was down. They were in their ego. They were like laughing at her. You get me? And that's somebody that was supposed to love her. But they do love her, and they realize how much of an ass they were. But it's like, that's the thing that they needed to really feel in order to change. You get me? To lose her. Because you don't treat someone that you love like that. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like, if they ever give their heart to someone else, they can love them properly because they learned. And sometimes you can't give somebody else another chance because you gave them too many. And they're going to always have that in the back of their mind that, like, you always be that way for them. So they never fully appreciate you, even if they change. It's human nature. Because think about it, like, put yourself in a position, even if you don't want to, if you have something that you can always come back to, okay, picture it like this. We all had that one person where we know we can call on to go get some from because they just crazy about you. You don't like that person. You do not like that person. You just know you could, you get me? And they always gassing you up, complimenting you. So you kind of feel like they worthless because they always available to you. I'm talking about that energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And they could be very valuable for somebody else, but you don't appreciate it because it's like you always there. Like, I could be with 5 different people and tell you, let me come through, and you're going to still let me come through. So it kind of just like put that image in your head that they will just settle for anything you do. I feel like that's what this would do. Some people you just can't go back to because no matter how much they change, they already have it in their mind that you gonna settle for that. You get me? You were supposed to just learn to not do that. Stand on business the first time. That's why I say the connections become different with counterparts, because even if you let a counterpart come back and they do some shit, that boundary go up immediately. That's okay. You can give somebody a chance, but when they fuck up because they not like getting what you saying, you're supposed to close that door every time. Like, you get what I'm saying? And even when you open the door, you don't let them walk in. You get me? When y'all was in these karmic cycles, you always open that door wide, welcoming them back in. You can still open the door, but don't let them in until they wipe off their feet, until they respect your rules. And if they're not showing you that, they're knocking on your door, but they're refusing to wipe their foot on the mat, then you leave them right there at the door until they knock on that door and they're ready to wipe their foot on the mat like you told them to or asked them to. Then you can invite them in. That's how it works when you want someone, but you're giving them time to grow. They got to show you evidence that they're growing. But if it's the same pattern all the time, they're not growing. And then you let them in, they're not respecting you because they're like, I could push open that door anytime, anytime. And that's how this masculine operated with her. So he took her for granted because he felt like she was going to be stuck there. And then when he was done being mad, getting all his attention and ready to settle down. So it's like, even though he's sad, because he's in a very sad energy, he doesn't want to be that person anymore. He's coming to his light. This is a shadow narcissistic person who wants to change, and he's coming to his light. So he's feeling the guilt. He's feeling bad. And it's like he hates the way that he thought about her, thought about the situation. She could have thought he was staying away because he was healing, but he was staying away because he was getting attention elsewhere until he was done with his ego. But what all that did was just make her have more time to do the work by herself, to keep building, to keep learning, to keep growing past them. And because he wasn't doing any shadow work, he didn't look at it that way. Now he's ready to do the shadow work. But that him seeing her with someone else is another, it's like throwing salt on the wound. It already hurts. It's already open, but it has to hurt a little bit more because now he has to learn not to do that again. It don't feel so good. So that's how karma works. It's like, that's his karma. He put that on himself because his ego is so big, and then he hurt somebody that didn't deserve that. No one deserves to be treated bad like that. You get me? Like, no one, it don't matter what you've been through. Love between two people is between you two. And he knew right from wrong because they were loving at one point, right? Whether it was pretend or not. You know it's wrong if you have to pretend to get what you want. You know what you're doing. So trauma or not, you still made those choices. And that's what it boils down to. It's like, think like that. It don't matter how much someone love you. Are they good for you? Because if they treat you wrong, they don't treat you like you deserve, they leave you out in the cold, and then they want to come back when they feel good and ready, that's not genuine love. I won't say it's not love. I would say it's not genuine love. But he's hurting. He's miserable. And then he knows he can't manipulate her now. So he's not even fully healed yet. It's like, I feel like he's just now having an awakening. So he's in this energy where he's going from being a knight, a player, to a king. But I feel like that king is an emperor, right? Well, he is. The King of Swords is the emperor. So he lost his opportunity. There's no real choice. The choice is already made. So he might not make it to her. For some, he might reach out. And I feel like he's going to apologize to her. Let me see. Because I feel like for some, he's going to reach out. For some, he's not. Because he sees it. And it's like it's going to already be too late. And then he's going to feel like his time was in the past. You get me? Her time, it's the timeline. Her timeline is now. Queen of Cups. Is he going to reach out? Nope. Knight of Cups in the reverse. He knows that she's not emotionally open to him. He's not stupid. They connected. He feels judged by her. She feels like she's freed him. He's stuck on her, but she feels like he's stuck on her, but he feels like she's freed herself of him. 2 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, the Tower. Yeah, damn, I'm telling y'all. He knows that she's somewhere else. He knows, like, ain't no question about it. He knows she's choosing that King of Swords. So I don't see him reaching out. He might not even apologize. Let me see what else. Because I feel like he wants to say something, though. King of Wands again. What else? No, that was too much. I'm not taking all that. Okay. I think it's something where he probably makes a telepathic apology. Yeah. Because y'all know the Page of Cups is also, it's also the apology card. But in this one, it's really just about a dream. I think that he don't know what to say to her. He don't know if she would speak to him. But with the High Priestess and the King of Cups, she could read his energy, his emotions, his feelings. That's him, King of Swords, 2 of Swords. So he feels like he's been trying to make a decision if he should reach out. But then it's clear to him, he feels intuitively, she's not going to choose me. She's over me. She's done. She put me in her past. She's made peace with the fact that I'm not going to be in her life. So this is the part where it's sad, where I was like, it's like, this is where the twin flames have this thing where it's like you love them, but you don't want them, is because it's their higher self. So his higher self, she knows his higher self. They both know each other's higher self, right? So the love is there in the 5D. It's like, I love you. Like, we are each other. We know exactly why this went the way it went. We know that we weren't supposed to be together, even though we both really wanted to. We weren't supposed to. So it's like, there's that, you get me? There's that understanding of like, the love is deep. It's not about us being together in the physical, but you're not supposed to be my person in this physical realm. You were my lesson so that I could be this perfect person for someone else, right? Just like they will be. Their higher self is perfect. Like that's where we're God, like our full God body. Our lower selves is where we're on this earth. So if you think about how the Bible say it, like our Holy Spirit, our spirit is holy, our spirit is pure. So this masculine is not evil. He's not a villain. You get me? Like, but in the physical, he's a villain, right? Like his actions and all of that. But in the spiritual realm, it's like they're each other. They love each other. They know exactly why things went the way they went. So it's like they have memories. They have a bond that could never be broken, regardless. It's a special connection. So it's like they feel like she knows how I feel about her intuitively. She already knows that I want to come back towards her. But I also know that she's not going to accept me. I also know that she is choosing that King of Swords, and it hurts. It hurts so deeply. But at the same time, it's like there's a part of him that's happy for her. Because he knows she deserves that. Right? So that makes it twisted. Because it's like, I could have been happy with you. But it's like there's a part of him happy for her. He is going to stress about it. And he's just going to have to be strong, and he's going to have to move on. Because he doesn't see a way back in, right? Yeah, anytime he thinks about, he might impulsively reach out, but in this moment, he just feels like anytime I think about her, I just feel bad, like, and he goes back and forth. But it's like he wants to apologize. He wants to tell her he's sorry. He wants to explain things to her. Even though he feels like he's not going to have another opportunity with her, it still feels like he gets to a point where he wants to make amends. You get me? It's like, wish her well. But he's still going to always be sad that he couldn't be a part of her life. But I feel like he does end up changing. He does tap into his light. He does glow up. Not like that, but like like he becomes more good, sweet. Like he lives out his days being a good person. It's just that's how he was in the past. And every action has a reaction, right? Even if she would want to give him another chance, I don't see it working. Like the love wouldn't be the same. She's not even the same person. So it's just a situation where it's like he took too long. If he had changed, if he had apologized sooner, they could have worked things out and they could have built together. Like they would have been that King of Swords energy, because I feel like she was always going to go in that direction, but she was going to be the one leading it. She was going to be the one that was like, she wanted that life, and then it was like, you can have this life with me too. Like, I want this life with you. So she was going to build it regardless. Her soul imprint was already that she was going to build this life for herself. Right? No matter how hard it was, no matter how long it took, she believed in it. And then it was like, you can do it with me. Like, and we could do it together. That energy. But he chose what he felt was better in the moment. And that's why he lost it. Right? So it's like, it's on him. And then he treated her really badly too, poorly. So it's like, on top of that, you treated that innocent person poorly. So they could never trust you again, because you didn't even end things on a good term. You were selfish. And then you held back the apology on purpose. You let time go by because the perspective was so ego driven. Like, she gonna be stuck because she needs my apology. Like she needed him, like she couldn't ever move on. But I do love that he grows out of that narcissistic energy. So it's beautiful because remember, she taps into her shadow. Like I've been saying on this journey, he taps into his light. And you know why it makes sense that she's coming into union? Because he's finally doing the work. But it doesn't mean they're coming into union. She's coming into union with that King of Swords. Her perfect match. You get me? So that's beautiful because that's what twin flames are. They have to come into union with themselves. So as she's coming to union with herself, her twin flame does the work, and then she comes into union with her counterpart. So that's the tragic story of twin flames and counterparts. Y'all ready for me to write my book and my movie? I need to hurry up because somebody come steal it and they're going to be like, you know, they be always stealing stuff from the lower influencers, the influencers with lower views and stuff. But y'all know it was me, Queen She. But I am going to write a book though. I just can't do it right now. But that's how it's going to play out, y'all. That's how it's going to play out. So when y'all in these connections, it's such a bigger purpose to it. But it's actually really cool that the divine chose us, right? Like everyone won't come into this beautiful union with their counterpart, or have this healing in who they become, but it's like we did. And if you were blessed with that, you learn the lessons, and like life is so magical. I'm so happy for tarot. I don't know what I would do without it. Like I love it, and I love everybody that I've come across, you know, on this journey, even online. Online is a beautiful thing too. I was on my reader's live yesterday, and I typically don't be on her live, but I'm always watching her, you get me? And then she's done a lot of readings too on my energy. It's so funny. Like I'll be watching her and I'm like, ooh, that's my energy. But sometimes I would email her in the past. You know, I give her flowers and stuff. I'll be like, I know you really a psychic. And I would tell her stuff, but I was on her live and she was like, because I have an account called Wholesome Woman. It's not the one that I be preaching on and stuff, but it's just like one of my little leisure accounts. I don't ever go with this account, and I just be one of her audience. So I tapped in on her live and I was like, hi, Miss Kate, because you know her name is Kate Regretless Life. And she was like, Wholesome Woman, it's so nice to see you. It's been a minute. And I love when she called me out because it's like, I know we have this energetic bond. Like she knows who I am when she's reading those storylines. You get me? It's the same way I be knowing who y'all are when I'm reading the storylines. Like I know who's doing the work and who's gonna get there, and I know who's still at a certain point. Like we really be that intuitive, and she's a psychic, even though she don't call herself that. She's a motherfucking psychic. And the other day she was doing a reading about a psychic. And I'd be like, I wonder if she'd be reading her own energy sometimes, like, like I do, you get me? But I would think so, because it's like, you guys are a part of our collective. So I know for me, I'm more transparent. She don't share her personal life. But it's like, I know for me, y'all are supposed to see me come into union. That's why I share stuff with y'all, because the spirit wants y'all to witness it, that it's not a lie. Like this journey takes time, and it is real. You get me? Because a lot of people be preaching stuff and it be like, how you talking about relationships and you ain't got no man? Or you ain't got no woman? Or you get me? And sometimes like you could have the information and just choose not to have that for yourself. But it's like, y'all know it be some people that's like, what's wrong with you? So I feel like that's how it is with this. It's like y'all need to see it happen too. It keeps you hopeful. It, you know, but it's gonna happen because y'all really be doing the work. I love the readings that come out because it's like it wouldn't graduate if you weren't doing the work. You get me? Like it would always be at a certain level but it's always going higher and higher and higher. So I love that. Her name is Kate Regretless Life, and she has 2 channels. She has Tarot Dog, Aries Regretless, like, and then she has Kate Regretless Life. But if y'all say anything to her, just say like wholesome woman recommended you. Don't say coffee with she and tarot, because I don't, like, I purposely don't do that because I don't want her audience, because it's tarot, to come to my side. You get me? I just like to give her flowers and publicly recognize her, because she's the one that I learned from. She's the reason why coffee with she and tarot exists, like, in the sense of how I read. Because when I saw her, I was like, she changed everything for me. That's how I started really growing. It was because, like, for me, like, when I started reading, I always looked at my own energy. It never was about another person. So that's why I never understood that, when I'm like, damn, people really don't be taking accountability. They don't see the connection between them and the person. They're just like blaming the person. And it was like a fairy tale, but I feel a lot of readers was just reading the energy, and it was fairy tale. Like it's fun listening to the readings, but at some point it's like, well, you don't want to hear it no more, because it's like, none of this stuff is happening. Why isn't it happening? And then it's making me feel stagnant. I don't get it. So then it's like, I stopped watching tarot real early. Like, and then when I came across her, it was stories. It was like, it was about perspective. And she wasn't, and she kept saying she wasn't a psychic. So I learned from her demeanor, like how she controlled her collective. You get me? In leadership, like making sure that it was a safe space for people. She's an empress. She's an empress. So it's like, I was a queen, and I was the Queen of Cups when I came across her channel. But her stuff was so real, because it wasn't just reading energy. It was like, and then she knows mythology, all this other stuff. So it would be even more magical, because it's like you're listening to a movie. You get me? And then that movie sounds like your own life. And then it's like, she's not as focused on the lessons like I am. But if y'all watch her readings, you'll still learn from it, because she's focused on life. You get me? Like I'm specifically focused on the connections. She's a storyteller, like a legit storyteller, but you can learn from those stories. For me, it's like I'm a therapist. I'm a therapist type of storyteller, like, because it's like couples therapy, understanding each other's perspective. I'm not like a storyteller on, like, you get like on that person's whole life. It's like I'm focused on trauma. You get me? Healing the trauma. She's focused on the stories. Like, so it's like her storyline could be like, someone will be traveling. You get me? It could be from New York to Panama. Like, it's real detailed, and like, you know, and like someone's gonna reach out on their birthday, because they're gonna have this epiphany, and they're gonna meet up at this restaurant. Like, my readings don't go like that. My readings are just like the internal workings, but it's still storytelling, and it's learning from her. Like, it was perspective based, and it was just like, that changed everything for me. And I was just like, yeah. And then there was a time where like her readings wasn't resonating, but I realized my energy was at a standstill, not because I wasn't doing the work. Like, love wasn't the focus. You get me? And but I would still watch them. That's how good they are. It's like, you're just learning. I would still watch them. Yeah, you don't want to come here, huh? I whooped her tail. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Say hi. What, you want to kiss me now? She's smelling my lip gloss. Say hi. She was hiding under the couch, y'all. I whooped her because I had some sandwich meat. It ain't no animal abuse. This is my child. Did I say animal meat? I had some lunch meat on the counter and it was open. And I already had gave her some. And then she jumped on top of the countertop. And she was in there trying to eat it. Oh, I grabbed her so fast and I threw her across the damn kitchen hallway and I grabbed her by her neck. Like, I grabbed her like this. Y'all know that extra skin? I flung her so hard. I flung her like I was trying to break her. I could be abusive. That's why I said I don't like getting angry. But I picked her up like that and I flung her. She got scared and she went under the chair. And I was cussing her. I was like, don't you ever do that shit again. Because I don't like that. And I give her everything. Like, she be having her own cans of tuna. She has a whole bunch of cans of tuna in there. So I be feeling disrespected. And when she did that, I don't know, it just pissed me off. So she got scared and she ran under the couch. And she been in this mood all day where she's just like, I'm scared. You're not going to do it no more, are you? Yes, you are. I love you, Black. But one thing I realized too, like, Black is me, because Black get in her shadow energy too, and she get real moody, and she get real aggressive. Like, when her cats come in here, she be beating them up. But I don't know, and then she don't really like when I be in that energy. I could tell, like, she stay away from me. And it don't even be because I'm doing nothing to her. She just don't like it. And when I'm like that, I notice that's when her energy comes out like that. Like, she matches it. I feel like animals and their owner, they have that special type of connection. Like, it really be such a spiritual thing. Like, Black is my spirit animal. Because I was watching the video the other day when she was giving birth to her babies on my bed. Like, that was crazy to me. She would not have them inside of her cage thing that I have for her. And I had the video, like, she pushing out them cats next to me. I put her in there. She took the baby out. She brought it back on my bed while she was pushing out another baby. Like, she's like, I'm not about to have it in there. I'm about to do it over here. Yeah, you're gonna have to rewatch. It was a good one. Oh, you at work right now? Oh, you was outside, girl. That's why Daya asked if y'all had a great weekend, because she just wanted to say she was outside. She was like, yeah, I was outside. I know you was looking cute too. Yes, Black got her ass whooped, okay? She didn't even get a whooping. She got thrown. Like, I was mean, though. I was a little abusive. I'll admit I was. I ain't perfect, y'all. Because I literally picked her up like that, and I threw her like I was trying to break her. Like, y'all know when y'all throw a phone on the floor? I threw her like that because that's how I am when I get pissed off. It's just full rage. Like, because it's disrespectful. You know, I don't like disrespect. But that's why they say the sweetest people don't play with them, because we be having rage. It don't be a normal amount of anger. But she's okay. Like, I still have control. Like, I know I scared her more than I hurted her. You get me? Like, look, she's still over here touching me. She not that scared of me. Her mama. That's why I say she gonna do it again. She gonna do it again. Sunny. Hi, Sunny. Oh, Juanita, if you watching the live, you are unblocked. I have to say that in a couple of the videos, because the other day, Nani, I blocked her. I think I hid her. But it was somebody else I was trying to block because they were getting on my nerves. And the phone was tripping. But Juanita, if you watching it, you could comment. I didn't mean to to block you. It just kept hitting it like the phone was tripping. And I had to find her. I had to find where like the hidden users were. Y'all, I have so many people in there, and I was like, how did all these people get in here? But then I remembered that like they have a designate. It's not a block list. They could still watch your videos. They just can't comment. So I found it, and I was like, how all these people get in here? I don't remember blocking all these people. And then I remember Nani. I'm like, oh, Nani was going to work. Like, she was working. It's at least over 200 people in that in that place. But I got Juanita out. Ooh, you was outside, Nani? Hi, Ashley. Yes, it is like your kids. It do be like your kids. Like, Black is my kid, but she was under that chair for a long time. That's how I know they be knowing better. Because Black still be peeing on my stuff, y'all. Like, she pissed me off with that too. So I stopped letting her in my room. I'm gonna get her a cage. She think I'm playing with her. I'm gonna get her a cage. I feel like she just like, she being like a bad teenager. You get me? Oh no, maybe I was a bad parent too. Cause I'm like not controlling. So even with having pets, it's like as long as you use your litter box, right? Her litter box, right over there. As long as you use your litter box, you good. And eat your food that I feed you, you good. Every now and again you get your tuna, we switch it up because you don't want to eat the same thing. But when you start pissing on stuff, and then you putting your face in my food, now I got a problem with you. But then it'd be too late because it's like you were supposed to already train them to not be like that, right? But I didn't know she was going to be doing all of that. Jaleesa. Yeah, she be blocking them trolls like real quick. Thank you, Marwa. Thank you. Did everybody have a good day? A good weekend? Oh, there is Jaleesa? I'm going to look into that. Because I don't like that. It be a little bit, but it's still like, she be doing it in my office sometimes. She had got on one of my cards, and I had to wipe it off with alcohol real quick. And it's like their pee, it turns into like a thick yellow. It's liquid, but it's like it's thick and yellow. But I wiped it down with some alcohol because it's like I noticed she do it on purpose. Like, it's like she marking her territory. That's why we saying she be acting like me to me, but she be doing insulting things. She does that when, like, if she wants affection or something and I don't want to give it to her, I'm telling her she being annoying. She'll go cry around the house. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She be crying around the house. See? Y'all think Black don't know? Black know. What? You better stop pissing on my stuff. And then she go in my office and she go pee on something. Because I don't want to give her no attention. So I went there the other day and I was like, what the hell is this? And she did it in that same spot like 3 times. So that's how I know she do it on purpose. Move. Black is rude. Because she treat me like I'm her territory. Girl, my son got me going crazy sometimes, but I love that kid. He is the reason I make a lot of change in my life. Yeah, kids are everything. I'm lost in this month. Uh-oh. Move, Black. Oh, my sister be spraying her cats, but they good now. Oh, spray them? Like with what? With water? Vinegar? Oh, I like that. Yeah, it smells so foul. If you use alcohol, you get rid of it though. And then she's peed on my clothes too. Those I have to get rid of. I tried to wash it, but I've never been successful getting that smell out. So I just throw it away. Cats are evil. Like, when people say that, they really are. Because she's destroyed so many of my shoes, too. And I'm like, why? I don't want to put you in a cage. But if I can't trust you roaming around the house because you over here destroying my stuff, you going in that damn cage. Oh, just water. Okay. Yeah, washing with vinegar can help. He wake up attitude like, Mama, where's my potty pot? Boy, go get your potty pot in the bathroom. He be thinking he's my man, be bossing me up. I love that. How old is he, Daya? Is he your only one? When she's mad, she sprays them. I just look funny to me, but it worked because that was a few years ago. LOL. It is funny because my daughter had told me that too. I'm going to start doing that. No, Marwa, if you want a personal reading, you can book. The link is gonna be in the description. I'm over here thinking Instagram. In the description, and then we can move from there. But I don't do personal questions on TikTok Live. I mean, oh my God, all these damn platforms on any of my lives. These are all collective readings. It's already a general message. You just have to move towards the front. We just having conversation right now. Yes, only one. He is only 4. Queen, he think he is grown. He a baby. They do be thinking they grown. I have a nephew, and he a Pisces too. He is bossy over his mom. Oh, have a good one, Jaleesa. We about to head off. I've been doing tarot for 3 years. I've been doing it. Let me see. 24, 25. I think this is gonna be my 4th year. Hold on. 22. Oh no. 23, 24. Okay, this is my 3rd year doing it for the collective. Before I did it for the collective, I did it for a year before then. So I was only reading on myself and like a couple friends. And then I started reading for the collective 3 years ago. And that's when I feel like now I'm very different from when I started out. It's way better because I feel like I had to learn who I was in the tarot world. It's just like any other job. You know, people don't think social media real work, but it is. It's just that when you're an entrepreneur and you work off of your gifts, people don't tend to respect it until it's like you're big, big, big. But it's the same way celebrities are actors, actresses, what's you call it? Dancers, musicians, artists. It's a career. So, and it's spiritual work, you get me? So it's like, with tarot, I had to learn who I was in tarot. That's why I say Kate really helped me, because when I first started, I still wasn't like other tarot readers. I think I always naturally had a storyline to it, because that's how it was. But when I came across her channel, it was more like, because I remember from the very beginning, this storyline that's playing out right now, I read this energy when I first started doing to tarot. Why am I stuttering, bro? When I started reading tarot, a lot of these storylines I already read about, but see, it's like timelines. So that's where I kind of was like, I'm seeing it repetitive, and I was seeing the cycles and the patterns and the similarities. And then I started to just pay attention to life itself. Like, tarot is the same cycle repeating itself at a different timeline. And that timeline can change based off of the work that's being done. That's why it be sounding like it's already happened, and then you realize it's happening now, or it's happening with a different situation, a different person, but the energy is a little different, but it's like the same lessons everyone is learning in the cycles. So it's like I had to learn that through figuring out how I was as a reader, because it's like I could read energy, but I can't just read energy. You get me? Because sometimes I do it. I realize sometimes I do it. Like if I'm doing a 10-minute reading on TikTok, to me, the reading energy be stuff like where, like these oracle cards, right? When I say, look at the bigger picture, your commitment is being tested. And then I could say like, somebody is leaving a situation. Something like that. It's time to let go. That's very basic, because it's like everybody can be letting go of something. Everybody could be moving on from a situation. But when it gets specific, it's when it's like you're really reading that energy as one and like putting together where they're going, where they're leaving, and where they're going. And then it's like you start to see the timelines play out. But it's like you could be hearing the same reading over and over again, but at a certain time it's going to hit different because you just know it's that time. But you've already seen the whole bigger picture. So it took me time to understand that. I still remember it wasn't until like 2 years ago where I had did this girl reading 2 years before then. Because she was one of the people that I was reading before I really got into tarot. And she told me then, she was like, it took me 2 years to understand what you were saying. Like, I understood it then because I was telling her about loving herself and manifesting. And you get me, like what I was seeing in the reading. And how it was going to call in her person. And, you know, because that's when a lot of people was really confused about the twin flames. So, she was like, it took me 2 years to see it. And it's like, I see it now. And that was the moment that I realized I was a future tarot reader. Like a lot of people won't see it or get it until later on because they haven't come to an understanding yet that it's like, it's something you have to work on first to get there. But it sounds like the moment because a lot of the cycles look the same until you start moving out of that energy. So then I had to learn how to articulate that, like what I'm seeing, because I could see it for myself. You get me? But to have to explain that sometimes it'd be hard because nobody's in your head. You get me? So I feel like in the 4th year or 3rd year of doing tarot, I feel more established. Like I know who I am as a tarot reader. I know what the journey is. You know, of course I'm still on mine. So, but I know for sure that I'm someone that it even changed my perspective about tarot. I believe that once you come into union with your counterpart, you don't need tarot anymore. You are abundant. You are living your life. You have your career because it's all connected. You have the love. You have your career. You have your stability. You have peace. You're an empress, emperor. You've graduated. So you don't need to go back to high school. You get me? That's how I see tarot. But people that watch tarot for years and years and years and years and years and never grow is because they don't understand the journey. They don't understand the inner work that they need to do. So me knowing that, I feel like I have to keep being that voice. Like that's what makes me show up. Because it's like, I know I'm not the only one. Like I don't think that I'm the best tarot reader in the world. And you get me? But I know that I'm rare. It's just, it's okay to know that you're different. It's okay to know that that's how people get down in history, it's like Albert Einstein wasn't like nobody else. He was him, but there were other smart people in the world. Girl. So that's how I feel about me. It's like I have a specific role in tarot. And I can't wait to see where I'm at in like the next 5 years. Because I feel like I'm ready to learn more too. Like I want to read more. I want to expand on my vocabulary. I want to create my own decks. I want to teach it. And I want to incorporate more like, you know, yeah. Because I'm sure I could continue reading tarot to where it's like if I had something after graduation, after people come into connections with their counterparts, there's something else I could read on. Like, I don't feel like they would need guidance in like working out their relationship though, because they should have all of those four elements in them, so they would know how to operate in the relationship. It will probably be more focused on like career, like what they're already still building, more things to establish type thing. But by the time you come into union, you're supposed to be there. You get me? I'll be here just smacking. I learned it by myself, Sunny. Oh, thank you, Sunny. Yeah, because it'd be ahead. And then, oh yeah, you're gonna be the first, honey girl. And then it's like, what else was I gonna say? Hold on. You said even some of the reading hit after LOL. I'll be here clueless until it happened. Yeah. It's because it's like this. It's like tarot changes your perspective. So when you have a tarot reader reading from perspective, it's things that's already in the back of your mind, but it's like it's being pulled out. And then there's certain things that hit you and it lets you see a different outcome. So when you can see a different outcome, you're choosing that outcome. So you're manifesting that reality because it's what you believe. You get me? That's the magic in it. So that's why I always say be careful what you're listening to, because you will unintentionally manifest it. A lot of this stuff can sound the same, and it's not. Like, one thing I was aware of was when I was outgrowing my twin flame energy, like, and while I was trying to heal, there was a lot of readings popping up about how karmic they were and how they were just like trying to hurt you, that they even wanted to, you get me, like jealous and so negative. And although that stuff do be true, when you're focused on that, guess what? You're creating that dynamic because you're like, yeah, they are doing that, huh? And then they're triggering your energy, and then you're keeping that negativity. You're supposed to outgrow that. Like, yeah, they hurt you. You have a moment of being angry. I'm not taking that away. But if you're constantly focusing on that, guess what? You're keeping that energy up because y'all still connected. So you're not growing. And then all you having is bitterness, hate, anger in your heart, and then you keep calling them karmics in and wondering why you're not getting past that energy because you're harboring it. But I learned from experience, if I start seeing something that don't feel good, after a while I'm like, hell no, I gotta cut that shit because this shit sound crazy. I know my twin fucked up, but I don't think he that motherfucking fucked up. You get me? And then that's where your intuition start getting confusing, because a lot of people hear tarot and they just put all their faith and trust into it. That's why for me, I'd be like, this is a big responsibility because I ain't trying to mislead nobody. It's a power that comes with it. People be hanging on to your every word. So, and especially when they start seeing them outcomes manifest. So it's like you can really be influenced to be stagnant if you're listening to the same bullshit over and over again. So if you hear a positive storyline, picture that for yourself. Choose. That's the good thing about it being a perspective. It's not that I'm like tricking y'all making the decision, but it's my job as a reader to let you know this is all your choice. This does not have to go that way. Like, you get me? Open up your mind, keep yourself open, but you have your own intuition. So, like I said, with the Four of Wands, I mean, with the, I'm probably sleepy, y'all. It's like I said with the King of Wands and the King of Swords. It could go either direction. You get me? It was clearly love there. But everybody don't gotta make that choice. People could choose their twin flame if they want to. Most people don't because they outgrow that energy. But if they don't outgrow that energy, well, it's kind of a catch-22 because it's like, if they don't outgrow that energy, will it return? Will the outcome happen? Probably not, because they didn't do the work. You get me? So it's kind of one of them things that's like, you really don't have a choice. I feel that we have free will, but we don't. It's already predestined because life is like a game. So it's like, y'all, this shit, I could go into so many different topics because it's like, the way that I see it, it's just like I always tell y'all, we all God. We created this. This is just for fun. You get me? It's what makes life worth living because we're all each other. So it's like, none of it really matters. But for the human experience, it matters. But in the 5D, we already know what's up. Like, ain't nobody really evil. Ain't nobody really bad. Like, we just created that so that we could have some spice to life. But it's like, some people are going to be stuck until another lifetime. Some people are going to excel this lifetime because they were supposed to wake up. They were supposed to get the message, do the work. Some of us get the same messages, right? And you're supposed to go where you're guided. So certain places you're supposed to be because you're supposed to be there. Those of you guys that are my collective is because I have the information you needed to unlock yourself. But you were always supposed to come here even before you were born, even before I knew I was a reader. You get me? Like, that's how cool it is. And that's how my mind think. My mind is expansive. So I can't ever, that's why I always be like, if y'all stick with me, y'all gonna grow. Y'all gonna learn. Because my mind is just expansive. I can't be anything other than that. And I only want to learn, grow more and more and more. But I do believe like your life is already predestined. You just got to do the work. So if you see that vision in your head, it's already who you are. You get me? You don't want it. You don't desire it for no reason. Everybody don't desire what you desire. Sometimes people desire the power that you have, but they're not willing to put in the work that you have to receive it. And those people are meant to not go any further because they never were going to change their perspective. They came into this reality with that certain level of like they were going to always stay there because that's how they came into this lifetime. They were going to always be this negative person because they were supposed to be a negative person in your life for you to learn something, but it doesn't mean that they were going to ever learn or grow. They're going to stay there. You get me? Because that's how they are, who they are. So not everybody is going to wake up and hear the message, but that person is still God. Like, ain't that trippy? That person is still God. So in the 5D, we know what's happening. Like I know you don't hate me for real. That's why love is so powerful. But in the 3D, ooh, bitch, let me run up out of here. Hi, Chi. Good night, Chi. Thank you, Nima. Oh, you read chakras. Yay. I like that. We got Libra. Ooh, all the Libras in the house. Sag, Cancer. Okay. stellium, Scorpio. It's so funny how you introduce yourself with your whole birth chart. I like that. Y'all so funny. But yeah, I feel like I haven't done one of those readings in a long time. I remember I used to be on TikTok late, always doing them, talking about that spiritual stuff. But I'm gonna get back into it because I think it's time for me to start that podcast, y'all. It's not gonna be here though. It's called The Psychic Philosopher. So I'm gonna talk about like spiritual topics and worldly topics. Oh my god, now I wish I had a ponytail. See how cute that would be. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my hair like this for a long time. I like the blonde hair, but I'm about to do red, y'all, because it's a passion season for me, and a lot of people want to do red hair. That's so funny. It's already growing out, but I'm gonna do red. But I want to do like a vampire red. Not like a spicy red, but a vampire red, like blood. But yeah, I used to talk a lot about the spiritual stuff, and with that podcast, I'm gonna get back into that because then I could just like elaborate off of it and share my perspective, and that might help too, because it's like I've been wanting to talk more about that too, because it goes in hand with tarot. But I'm for real a teacher. I think I'm ready for it. I think I had to get ready. Because it's like, that's what makes me comfortable is that I tell people this is my perspective. I'm not saying that this is facts. And I get to just share my perspective because I'm not trying to tell people that I'm right and they're wrong. No, this is what works for me. This is the reality I see. This is the downloads that I get. And it makes sense to me. It's helped me in life. You get me? So it's just my perspective. And when you're not trying to like tell people how to live or things like that, it's just a different type of freedom. But I feel like that's what I'm gonna go down for is my perspective. I got Wholesome Woman. That one's getting out there now. All these men hate me. Oh my god. Because they just don't understand. But I know who those men are. Those are the egotistical men. So it's like, I can't believe that I'm strong to deal with them because now I just be laughing. I was just gonna be I just be laughing because I do respond to them, but it don't even be like sometimes they do trigger me to where it's like in one of the videos, I made a couple of responses, but I'm having fun with the responses because I'm sarcastic, okay? My mean side is sarcastic because it's just my way of like humbling people because I'm if I say something, I can back it up. So when someone come for me, it's like I could have been a lawyer. My vocabulary needs to expand, but I know what I'll be talking about. So it don't be if I say something like people like to say, like a lot of egotistical men like to say that I'm talking from emotions. It's like, no, you're talking from emotions because you're missing the logic. You get me? And then I have some supporters that are like clapping back at them, the good men that get it. And what it boils down to is just that I'm strong. I'm strong, and these men can't handle my strength. So they get mad, and it's like when I clap back, it shuts them up because it's like I know what I'm talking about. You can't intimidate me. You can't intimidate me. And I do it in a fun way now. Like, so I'm having fun over there. But that's one version of me that I get to just express. But I'm teaching. You get me? It's not tarot. I'm just sharing my perspective. But the psychic philosopher, that's the actual podcast, so I could elaborate on those perspectives. That's the type of platforms that I'm building. It's like, that's why I be like, people gonna see me everywhere because they're gonna all grow. I'm a grower. Just as I'm good at tarot, I'm good at sharing my perspective and defending it. Like, I'm a voice in power, okay? I'm one of those people. I'm still discovering who I am, but I know I have a voice and I know I have a mind and I know I'm supposed to use it. And I'm also very creative and talented. So I'm using everything that I am for the world. Like, you get me? And I had to learn how to handle that. And I had to learn that that's who I was. Like, I can't not talk. I'm supposed to. That's who I am. Because then I think about it like, you know, them people that we look up to, that we learn from, how are we going to learn if we didn't have someone who was saying it? They had to. Now that I'm in this position, I'm like, you had to be really strong. Because people are real negative. But you got to be really strong. You get me? And I feel like I'm built for it. Like, I'm built for it. And then now I'm ready for the psychic philosopher. I just wish I had my equipment. Oh, that's what you was talking about, Spirit? Damn. Another epiphany. I don't know if it was a recent reading or maybe this was my own reading that I did on myself, but it was about the perfectionism. Like, just start doing things. I think it was something I watched. It was something I watched, and it was like, it's not about being perfect. It's just doing it. Just do it. And I feel like it's time for me to start doing that podcast. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, because I get to just talk about different things. Y'all see my curl? It just bounced. My hair ain't been long in a long time. But I always said that when I got pregnant, that's when I was gonna grow out my hair. And like, I was gonna let it grow out long. Just leave it alone. So if y'all start seeing my hair grow out long, just know that I'm pregnant. I just play. Yes, honey girl. You ready for it? And then I could invite some of y'all on there. Y'all gonna get on my podcast, or y'all scared? Don't be scared. They be the one emotional talking about women emotional. LOL. Yes. And the crazy thing is, like, I be talking about the women too. Like, I be telling women how they act. You get me? My page ain't biased. It's not biased, but it's like the weak man that can't be in that position, they get mad and triggered. And I'm like, that's crazy. It's like you're showing yourself as not a leader because you're even if you misunderstand what a woman is saying, why is your first reaction to try to bring her down? That's so weird. Nothing in my message was negative. It just hit close to home. So the ego was affected. But the message, it wasn't negative. All I'll be saying is things like, if a masculine man wants a feminine woman, he has to outdo her masculine energy. He has to be the provider. Like, what? Why I gotta provide? She could go to work and I know my worth and Boy, it be crazy up in there. Boing. Anyways, y'all, let me get my ass up off of here so I can have energy for y'all tomorrow. We doing better. Y'all see me? We doing better. But I love you guys. Thank y'all for joining. I'm glad that we got to kick it. For those of you guys that missed it, y'all could rewind, watch, and make sure that you guys hit that like button. Support your girl. Thank you, Nani, for always being an amazing moderator. Thank you, honey girl, for the conversations. All of you guys. Chi, it was nice to see you. Sunny. Nemo, welcome. Who else we got? Jaleesa gone. She had work. Daya, you still here? You gone too? Who else? Who else? Mara. Ashley. Keely. Aunt. Oh, I didn't know Aunt was in here. My bad, Aunt. I'm going all the way back to the top. Is that it? I think so. No Aquarius tonight. He gonna watch this and be like, you was looking for me. William. Kim. Kiavanti. I think Kiavanti gone too. And Martian. Okay, I got everybody. Shout out to y'all. She getting ready to send you when the bank open. LOL. I mean. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Good night.